Hobby Assembly Center, and we have a matchup between the Grambling Lady Tigers facing off versus the Prairie View A&M Lady Panthers. I'm your play-by-play today, joined by my lovely commentator, Color Aubrey Haxton, and today we have a well-awaited matchup for an excited game. This game isn't just a regular game. Tonight is pink out night. You will see splashes of pink everywhere, from coaches wearing pink to the accessories wearing pink. Of course, the Lady Tigers led by Coach Courtney Simmons. And on the other end, the Lady Prairie View Panthers, they have a coach on their ends who has a little bit of experience in the SWAC, Sandy Pug. But we have a little bit of information for the pregame sideline report with Tiana Steen. Tiana?
I am Tiana Steen, and we are.
Currently right now on Willis Reed Court, the Lady Tigers are 9-13, 6-5 in the SWAC. And then the Prairie View Lady Panthers on the other end, they're 6-14, 3-8 in the SWAC. So obviously different.
There's a little bit of a difference in game here tonight.
Different ranking in the standings for sure. Lady Panthers currently 9th in the SWAC, and Grambling currently 5th right now. As you see at the SWAC standings right now, with Texas Southern 11-0, they're at 1, but Grambling just 4 spots, and they're trying to squeeze into that 4th spot. If they can get a couple wins and string together,
limit the losses.
Right, everything should come together. And on the other end, we see PV currently 3-8, trying to just crack that 8 spot. It takes 8 spots to get in. We can't stress this enough. Exactly. That's going to be the main objective for these two teams. Prairie View A&M, the Lady Panthers, are 1-4 on the road when it comes to SWAC play, and the Lady Tigers on the other end, they're 2-2 at home in SWAC play. So, Aubrey, when it comes to road teams having to come here on Willis Reed Court, what is going to be the main objective as far as mentality when it comes to this team? But before we get into that, we're going to toss it over for our pregame sideline report with Tiana Steen. Tiana?
I am Tiana Steen, and we are live here at the Willis Reed Court versus our matchup versus Prairie View A&M and the Grambling State Lady Tigers. So let's just get right into it. Coach Sandy Pug has been there since 2018 and had a pretty good season in 2019, but they are fighting for a spot in the playoffs. Last year, they were in the 8th seed, so let's see how this takes off. Back to you, Nate.
Thank you, Tiana. Man, you already see basically the experience from Coach Simmons and the experience from Coach Sandy Pug is definitely going to be a little bit of a war out there today as far as the coaching and adjustments. So it's going to be big.
It's a different aspect of the game with the coaches today
compared
to what it usually is having SWAC coaches.
And already we got a foul. It's going to be
it's starting
high intensity. I knew it was going to be a little bit more high intensity when we saw the band come in, Carroll High School band out of Monroe.
We have cheerleaders too.
Cheerleaders always going to be there supporting. We have the scene set, so it's go time now.
It's go time.
Here on Willis Reed Court. Wormsley, baseline drive goes up, no good. It's going to remain Lady Tigers basketball. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, Aubrey, we got to get a look at the accessories for Sharonica Hartsfield, number 2. She has the whole thing, the leg sleeve and pink shoes.
Oh, she
Lady Panthers
is sporting pink tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
I like the shades of pink too.
Wilson over to Thornton. Rebounded by Wilson. Wilson's going to reset. Finds Thornton. Jordan passes to Thornton. For a mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Nunn. DP to Hartsfield. Hartsfield's going to be called with the double dribble. It's nothing.
So last game for our Tigers, Kaya Wormsley, number 12, She led the way again. She is proving throughout the season consistently that she can be up there. One of the top scorers, especially at home, is where she seems to shine.
Yes, for sure. She's definitely one of those players that's going to feed off the energy every time.
She does. She just feels the atmosphere change. And something clicks go, and she goes every time.
Right. As the Lady Panthers get on the board for the first strike of the game, stolen. And it's going to be put down by
a sloppy pass. Not
right.
really paying attention, not super intentional, and that's when they're going to steal like that. They're going to take advantage of those opportunities.
Nunn, left corner three, no good. Rebounded by Wormsley. Wormsley guarded by C.J. Wilson. Finds Lydia Freeman, and that connection's rolling already.
Lydia Freeman, too, that's another key player for this team. A big player down low.
Third leading scorer for this Lady Tigers team.
Exactly.
Another rebound for Kaya Wormsley. She escapes the double team with the pass to Prian. Prian's going to go ahead and slow it down. Getting the offense set. Prian to Nunn. Little triangle action going on here. Left corner three from Hartsfield. Drops.
I love Hartsfield can be a player. If you need the ball to go in the hoop, it doesn't matter. Mid-range shot, three-pointer, in the paint, she's going to put it up.
Every time, too, because just knowing she's a little bit short in stature, and she still powers through.
She still powers through. Very aggressive.
Hutchinson goes up, no foul call. Fast-paced game already so far.
Very fast-paced game to start.
Only 3 minutes. Basically, what, 2 minutes and some change, right?
I thought the score would be different. I'm not going to lie. Thinking of how we play as Grambling Tigers, thinking about how this PV team plays, I thought there would be a little bit more of a difference, but it is the beginning of the game. Yeah. Maybe they're just getting warmed up.
We always going to call the first quarter the filling out quarter. I got to feel exactly how your presence is on the court with us before we just attack full on.
Well, in Grambling, back in January, when they did travel to PV, they did win. So, and PV doesn't have a great track record as far as the last couple games with this Grambling team. So they have something to prove. I mean, they want to win. They want to make the conference. They're going to do their hardest.
Exactly. Nunn steps through, gets to the paint, can't finish, rebounded by Phillip, and it goes right back in.
Alyssa Phillip, there's every single player on this team we could point out and say this is what she does well and this is where it helps the team.
Exactly. Phillip averaging 7.2 a game, rebounds per game. She's ranked 6th in the SWAC currently. Hartsfield breaks the double with a pass to Nunn. Nunn guarded by Jordan. Back to Hartsfield. Hartsfield, top of the key action. She splits the defense, goes up for the midi. Rims right out. Oh, off the hands of Amari Williams.
That was a lucky that she just slipped right out of her hands. It's going to be those little jumper shots like that when we're creating space in the paint that we have to put the ball in the hoop.
You see Hartsfield just basically take her time. Then she takes a little bit of a dribble to the right, and then gets a little bit of a separation and just defender on my back, I'm going to let it go.
Yep, just needs to put it in. Alyssa Phillip will.
Starting off well. 4 points for her currently right now in this ball game.
She's only been in the game for she didn't start, so she hasn't been in the game as long as some of these players on the court right now.
It's a little bit of a strategy that Coach Simmons has going on right now. Wilson, mid-range, no good. In the hands of DP. She's going to charge the system right through the paint. Foul on C.J. Wilson of the Lady Panthers. DP. She's had a game this season where she's had attempted over 15 free throws. And if she starts off at least, I'll say 3 or 4 trips to the line early in this first quarter, it can get dangerous. Because so far what I'm seeing from Coach Sandy Pugh for Prairie View A&M is the small mistakes you make can count for the rest of the game. And we saw that with the Amari Williams to now Adriana Waddle on the court for the Lady Panthers.
Exactly. In PV's last game, they were close. Halftime, they lost their lead a little bit, and then they made up points again, but it just wasn't enough. So once we're able to get on top with points, it's going to be push, push, push. Let our defense work. let our offense work, but let's not be crazy about our movements.
Right. 25 on the shot clock. Wormsley, right wing, 3. Can't get it to go. Wilson leading the charge for the Lady Panthers. She kicks it off to Thompson. Thompson tries to drive, but it's going to be a foul on Alyssa Phillip there. Alyssa Phillip, even though she's leading this team with 1 block a game, nobody really talks about the steal aspect for just always having your hands up and the ball just kind of just coming to the catcher's mitt.
When a shot is blocked and you're the person doing it, the feeling is just different than doing anything else on the court. It's different than even making a shot.
Right.
Like, it's somebody else is trying to do what they need to do, and you're doing your job exactly as you
Defending
should.
the
No
ground.
fouls, no nothing, just a clean block. And it hurts the other person's confidence that shot against you as well.
Ripped by Hutchinson. Hutchinson crosses, passes over to Waddle. Waddle hits the bottom of the rim. Rebounded by Johnson. DP going right up. Seems like there was no foul called there.
A little bit of contact. I heard a slap.
Most
From here.
definitely. Even in the sound effect of a slap, you still just see her whole arm just go across the forearm.
You could see she was trying to go up. Her arms were going down.
Right.
That was not what she wanted to do.
Hartsfield checking out the ball game for Halima Salat.
Salat, I mean, she's known kind of on this team as being the person who can make the three-pointer.
Right.
She
Extended range for sure.
When
Whoa.
she's having a good game, you better watch out because she's going to throw them up and they're all going to sink in.
DP throws a floater, can't get it to go. Thornton to Hutchison off the Waddle, but off the hands of Zaria Johnson. Zaria Johnson, she's definitely one of those players who can guard 1 through 5 at any given moment. But right now, with it being 8-8 in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 59 seconds remain. We'll be right back on the Grambling Sports Television Network.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese? It's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
HBCUs are anchored by legacy. They nurture the talent and determination of their students and prepare them for a bright future. The Home Depot's Retool Your School program has and still believes in the excellence of HBCUs. Committed not just in speech, but through the revitalization and upgrades of the campuses these students call home. Building, planting, tilling the dream, all hearts and countless volunteers on the ground. Retool Your School. We're powered by
Right back here at the Frederick C. Hobbs Assembly Center. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Nathan McCarter, alongside my color commentator, Aubrey Haxton. And currently right now, we have Jackson State's women versus Bethune-Cookman's women. And it seems like it's about to be a close upset with Bethune being up 9 points right now in the second quarter. Of course, the game is nowhere close to over, but Bethune-Cookman is currently at the 6th, 7th, 8th spot in the SWAC. Jackson State sitting at 2, so that could change a lot in the standings for the SWAC.
It really could. That would be a big upset, especially for Jackson State.
Action back on the floor. Hutchinson to Thornton, guarded by Johnson. Thornton takes the screen from Waddle, shoots the midi, cashes it. Brian Prin being met by Thornton up top, passes to Wormsley. Wormsley slips into Salat. Johnson uses a footwork off the DP. Salat throws one, a flamethrower, can't get it to connect. Rebounded by Wormsley. Alyssa Phillip for mid-range, connects.
6 points for Phillip so far.
And just the ability when it all the contest in your face and you
she
still make it happen.
She was so locked in. She was going to put up that basket no matter what.
Exactly. Back and forth action currently on Willis Reed Court. DP charging left side to Wormsley. Wormsley going to bring it to the middle of the floor. Guarded by Hutchinson, swings it over. Back to the mid-range. No good. Thornton loses the ball. That pressure from DP. When you talk about the type of team when it comes to bringing pressure, turnovers, and steals, or just anything that you need, Aubrey, DP is #1 in the SWAC for steals, and right behind it is Sharonica Hartsfield, and Sharonica Hartsfield is nowhere on the court. So it can get scary with just them two. It's a lot to see.
DP is always head on the ball. She's never not focused when she's defending somebody, because like a pass like that, she would snatch that up too.
As Thompson gets the steal and finishes with the bucket on a fast break. Wormsley gonna get her troops in order. Salat.
Oh.
Rebound. Mosley, go back up. It's gonna be swatted by Waddle right there.
A little bit of a collision underneath the basket.
A lot. It's been feisty real early. It's only 2 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Thompson, guarded by DP. Excuse me, Thornton. Thornton loses it. DP with the steal. Kicks it to Salat. She kicks it over to Mosley. Mosley, reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wormsley. Post move, goes up off the bank. And we would say maybe the bank owes her money right there, but she's not apologetic about it.
She is not.
Hutchinson to Waddle. Hutchinson crowded for the Lady Panthers right now as they try to execute. Thornton to Thompson, goes up, gets the lucky bounce to, I guess, a little bit of a wind, blow it.
A little bit of a breeze came in the gym just
Salat, no good. I honestly, even though Halima Salat has not hit a shot yet, I love the aggressiveness to start the gate off rip.
She is not scared.
And she hasn't came off the floor yet, so you know one's coming.
Coach knows. Just let her get comfortable, let her warm up a little bit, and they're gonna start falling.
Wilson finds Waddle. Waddle. It's going to be a jump ball. It seems like as soon as she got that ball, she couldn't go anywhere.
She couldn't go. Well, we can talk about a lot of different aspects of the game of like women's basketball compared to men's, but women's, there is a very big like physical advantage. Whereas you're taller, you're going to put the ball up high because shorter players can't reach it, and when they jump and try to swat, they'll get called for a foul. So bringing the ball back down to where all those shorter players, it's right there. That's not a smart move for PV.
An offensive rebound from Freeman called a foul. I want to say, to be specific, it may have been an over-the-back foul if it wasn't a regular personal foul. But Lydia Freeman's going to take a break as Alyssa Phillip comes in the game for her. Wilson of the Lady Panthers trying to work through this Lady Tiger defense currently. Hutchinson. So we're going to have a legal screen called on Waddle right there.
Looked more like a box-and-one situation. Keep Waddle inside, let everybody else go outside, create some space so those cuts and those screens will work more effectively.
Right. And Waddle for the Lady Panthers, she's yet to even attempt a jumper just yet. Everything's been low post action. So
6'2", one of the taller players on the court right now.
Waddle and Phillip is going to be a nice matchup as we see Phillip take a drop step. She kept that ball high maybe and just kind of hook it up.
But she brought it back down.
Right.
We just talked about that. You got to keep that ball up high.
And still, to credit her, you still got to be able to put the ball down at least once, get a shoulder in, so you can be able to just throw it right up.
She did.
Hartsfield the inbound. Hartsfield to Wormsley. Wormsley going to take the 8-footer. Can't get it to go. Gets on rebound. Salat over to Mosley. Mosley seems like she was trying to get a little teardrop floater to go away, but fouled on the way down.
Wormsley right now is leading Grambling with 4 rebounds. We can see that, especially on offense. Wormsley has been catching those balls, running those balls down, giving more opportunities to her team, whether or not she puts up the second shot.
Right now, even though there's a lot of jam-packed action in the first, Grambling is currently down 4. Mosley looking to make it 3 right here. 53 seconds remain. Gonna knock it down. This is gonna be Mosley's first trip to the line. Gets the second to drop. Ariana Mosley, she's only a second-year player. Last year, she showed flashes that she can guard from the best of them, from your point guard, shooting guard to small forward. If you put her in front of her, she's going to give a feisty matchup for the opposing team.
She's a player that will fit in wherever coach says, hey, I need you to go
Team
here.
player, literally.
She will play as big as if she were 6'4", if that's what coach asks her to do.
It's going to remain Lady Panthers basketball. A little bit of confusion on maybe the deflection there. But it's going to still remain in the possession of the Lady Panthers. Hutchison on inbound, off to Thornton. She's going to start off attacking the left side. Pick and roll action. Goes right up, finishes. She seemed like she just slid right through there. It was basically just, you just slide right, you glide right through, and then you finish on one leg. That's credit. Nothing but credit.
I mean, if he wouldn't have said that the foul was called before when it was on the floor, if he would have said she was shooting up or she was shooting as he called it, that would have been a beautiful play.
Right.
That would have made the highlight reel for her personally.
Jordan. Post work, can't finish, gets the rebound, goes up, finishes over Phillip. Lady
Jordan
Panthers.
is coming from Bethune-Cookman, too.
A lot of swag transfers around here.
A lot of swag transfers.
Wormsley on a play that seems like it was sending her to be guarded, defended by 4 players. She's able to draw the foul. But that's kind of what you need currently right now, with it seeming like Mosley being the only Tiger to go to the free throw line tonight. As we see there on the replay, Jordan goes right back up after missing. And now, currently 20.7 seconds left. Wormsley trying to cut this first lead deficit to about 2 here.
So far in this first quarter, the first start of this game, PV is shooting 47.1% from the field, whereas Grambling is only shooting 30% at the 3-point line. Neither team has made a shot, so 0. Free throw percent is 100 so far.
On both sides, so you make...
It's going to change now, but we jinxed it. That was on us.
Yeah. Wilson with 10 seconds to go, guarded by Sandifer. And it's going to be on Nicole Sandifer as Wilson goes to the line for her first trip of the night.
Wilson from the free throw line shoots .58%. From the field, she shoots 0.422. A lot of rebounds, 25 offensive so far on the season, 38 defensive.
Wormsley, DP shoots up a flame, can't get it to go. Right now, that will conclude the first quarter action between the Grambling Lady Tigers against the opposing Lady Panthers of Prairie View A&M. And right after this, it's currently 19-15. We'll be right back here on the Grambling
The Honey
Sports
Butter Chicken
Television.
Biscuit at Whataburger, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Only
Old Bay Tiger Marching Band presents Click It or Ticket. Drive sober or get pulled over.
the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at Whataburger, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Only it's not that time right now, so it's not available. Instead, we must sit here until 11 p.m. watching footage of the flaky, crispy, buttery goodness that is the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit. Once again, our desires are denied by, ooh, look, the Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich. That'll hold us over till 11 p.m. What a burger.
HBCUs are anchored by legacy. They nurture the talent and determination of their students and prepare them for a bright future. The Home Depot's Retool Your School program has and still believes in the excellence of HBCUs, committed not just in speech, but through the revitalization and upgrades of the campuses these students call home. Building, planting, tilling the dream, all hearts and countless volunteers on the ground. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Right back here on the Grambling Sports Television Network at the Frederick C. Hobbs Assembly Center, and we have a couple sponsors here.
Adidas, nothing. Impossible is nothing. Origin Bank, expanding your possibilities with flexible banking solutions.
Coca-Cola, the official soft drink beverage of Grambling State University.
Nissan, proud sponsor of collegiate athletes.
Louisiana Lottery. There are now 5 new games to win. Whataburger. We build a better burger. Right back to the SWAC action. Grambling currently 5th in the SWAC. Prairie View A&M 9th. And going back to what they do, forced turnovers. Wormsley charging the left side mid-range, going to kick it back up to Hartsfield. Lady Tigers getting some ball movement going here as we see here, Aubrey.
The intensity has kind of increased a little bit since they came off from the first
Wormsley just gets the charity stripe just to go right through. It looked like a rainbow falling down.
Rainbow falling down to a pot of gold.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Jordan kicks it over to Wilson. Hutchinson for the right corner 3, kicks it back up to Wilson. Triangle action. Tried to get a foul called there. And it seems like Hutchinson may have gotten clipped a little bit as she went there. Clipped on the ankle just a tad bit.
She got clipped a little bit, and then we saw Wormsley also got a little tripped up
Right.
by Williams and also ended up on the ground.
You know, when these coaches put together, Coach Simmons and Coach Pooh, they put their game plans together. You just see it just react off each other, and it's been working so far for both sides.
They're both changing their plans to better.
Blocking foul. Going to be a blocking foul on number 10, Crystal Schultz. As we see DP pass over to Hartsfield, and Schultz just wasn't able to get the footing set as she was basically on one foot falling down.
Schultz is a freshman one of the handful on this team and on this court tonight.
Wormsley to Prian. Gonna swing it back over to Wormsley. She'll find Hartsfield. Prian skip pass to Wormsley. Wormsley, Phillip for the right corner three.
She is hot. She is on fire tonight. 9 points so far, leading both teams.
The momentum starting to swing for the Lady Tigers. Wormsley splitting the defense. She thought that Hartsfield was going to be in that same spot that Phillip was on the last play, and just kind of predetermined she was already going to be there, and then, which led to a turnover. Coach Simmons trying to explain to her that what was going on there, but a lot of things could have went a lot of different ways. Wormsley with the rebound. DP to Phillip to Wormsley. Bounce pass from DP to Phillip. Could not connect. Great play there.
That's got to be one of her first missed shots so far in this contest tonight.
Most definitely. That was definitely the first shot she missed.
That was the first one.
Wilson tries to charge through the defense, but it's going to be a blocking foul on number 1, Prian. Thompson's going to come into the game, and Jordan's going to leave for the Lady Panthers. It's going to be Lady Panthers ball. Schultz on inbound. Thompson to Williams, trying to make a move on Phillip. Can't get it to go. Thompson goes in to fight for a rebound and leads to, we see the tug-of-war action.
We see the tug-of-war.
Lady Tiger basketball.
We talked a little bit about last time these two teams played, they won. We didn't talk about what the score was, 67-44. That's a pretty dominating score. And Grambling out-rebounded, shot well from the field, shot 75% at the free throw line. They were just doing everything that they needed to do.
Exactly. And it seems like you stick to the plan, things like that happen. Nicole Sandifer already set in position for the mid-range, didn't think about twice before she let it go. And Coach Simmons, she's all claps over there.
Coach Simmons looks a little bit happy. I don't know if you can tell from her face,
yeah, her
but
move
she does look happy.
The move swing is starting to shift a little bit.
It is the momentum, well, 23-19.
Right.
Now we're leading, whereas when we ended this quarter, that was not the case.
Exactly. It was 15 points for the Lady Tigers in the first quarter, 19 for the Lady Panthers. Currently 8-0 run for the Lady Tigers over the Lady Panthers right now with 7 minutes remaining. Wilson to Thornton. Thornton receives the screen from Thompson, shoots the midi, no good. Back into the hands of Thompson. She flips it over to Williams. DP leading the charge. DP to Sandifer. Sandifer driving strong, throws it up. It's gonna be what I thought almost was a foul. It's just gonna be a change of possession here. Lillian Jackson gonna sub in the game. Melissa Phillips gonna leave. Coach makes a different adjustment. Lillian Jackson comes in for Nicole Sandifer. Sandifer able to get a little bit of production for the Lady Tigers, and any bit of production is good production. Wilson goes up, charge called on Wilson. We see DP put her body on the line no matter what. It doesn't
matter.
In many cases, you could say her teammates would put her life on the line for them, because at this point, you'll do anything. It doesn't matter. Sacrificial lamb. Foul on Jordan. That's her first personal foul of the game.
still leading is Alyssa Phillip in points, 9 points.
DP for a midi, no good. Into the hands of Jordan. She's gonna slow it down and find Thornton. Thornton to Waddle. Bad pass leads to a Prian steal. Just takes that. In that case, it's like if you've seen Luka play, the way she started off with the fast speed and with the ability to just slow down, like
just to
slow
slow down
motion.
on the last couple steps.
As we see here, bad pass leads to Prian, leading the fast break, slips through 2 defenders, and you see how she just slowed down just to take that one step. All smiles from the Lady Tigers.
Very quick on the court. She'll
change
be one
direction
of the
is
first
crazy.
ones to go change directions.
And it seems like when she had first got the ball, she was probably one of the people in the back. She definitely was close to being one of the last people in the back and went to easily being the first.
And she has a great awareness of where the defense is as she's playing. She sees them in her peripheral, so she sees what they're going to try to do.
If you can see 2 and 3 actions ahead, you're a dangerous player.
And that's exactly what she does.
Lady Tiger basketball. Prian. Lady Panthers in a man-to-man switch defense right now. Wormsley shoots it over, defender. Prian for the rebound. Phillip to Wormsley. Wormsley drives right through, loses the ball through the contact. Schultz for the Lady Panthers going to check in. Out goes Wilson. Kaya Wormsley in her last game, 16 points, 4 steals, 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
And we've seen so far in this game, she does have she does have points. She's contributing 6 points so far. Not even halfway done with this second quarter, but we also see her, she's active on a lot of different sides of the court right now. She's active rebounding. She's active seeing her teammates and getting them the ball when the opportunity is there. She's just having a good game so far.
Right. Lillian Jackson. And what a play would it seemed like it almost got the defender. Well, it basically got the defender, but travel ended up being the violation there. She had thought about that just maybe a tad second earlier. She probably would have got past. Lady Tigers in their full court trap leads to a steal into the hands of Phillip. Phillip to DP. Back to Phillip. She's going to take the shot immediately. Rebounded. Nearly rebounded by Wormsley, but it's going to be an over-the-back call. We have to remember, Aubrey, like this is a team, 43.1 rebounds per game, first in the SWAC, 7th in the nation in Division I. That's a lot going on right there.
There's a lot, and everybody rebounds just the same. Everybody is working on the court. No one person is sitting back.
As we see our coaches for the Lady Tigers in their pink prolific to be exact. And
Lydia Freeman's pink bows in her hair.
And even for people that don't know about the prolific that's on the back, that is Kaya Wormsley's brand. As we see on the screen that the upcoming games, we have a double header between our G-men for men's basketball and our Lady Tigers against Texas Southern. Our women's actually lost earlier in the season against Texas Southern, and our men's as well on the road. So when you come to the G, it's going to be a different spring of energy when you see them.
Well, Texas women's right now, they're undefeated in the SWAC. They're sitting #1. So an upset for us, upsetting them would be great and helping us to keep moving up in the rankings to set us up for success in this tournament.
Exactly. And SWAC Digital is going to be covering it. They don't cover games that don't matter, so this game definitely going to matter. There's a lot going on. I'm not going to lie.
There's a lot going on.
As we see here, though, 4 minutes, 47 seconds left here in the second quarter, or basically you can just say the first half, and Grambling Lady Tigers currently up 25-19 right now. What would be the momentum booster for the Lady Tigers to expand to a 10-point lead?
It's just going to be executing the things that they're executing right now. They're playing very good defense. PV hasn't scored this entire quarter. They have sat at 19 points where we have made 10. So this is what PV struggles with. Once you get ahead, you have to keep pushing. They're going to make a couple points here and there. But in goal, you want to push until the clock says 0.
Literally.
Fourth quarter, game is done.
And this was a good timeout for Coach Sandy Pooh, as she knows in that half marker for the 10 minutes in a quarter, you got to be able to just cut that momentum short.
Especially when it's not working out for you.
Right. Thornton coming with a little bit of sense of urgency, finds Williams. Williams stripped by Lillian Jackson. Hartsfield off the DP. DP going to take the layup. Good. And a foul.
And a foul.
She did it so effortlessly that it didn't even seem like a foul was called there.
It didn't. It looked like it was uncontested.
But maybe a small push in the back. Couldn't even see the foul there on the replay. You're going to see Jordan come out for the Lady Panthers. In comes Michaela Hutchison. Michaela Hutchison in her last game had 18 points. She was responsible for snapping that 5-game losing streak that Prairie View Lady Panthers had. As DP misses, Lillian goes
Lillian
up.
Jackson, she just had the steal on the other side. She saw.
She's making the hard work, dirty plays that you need at the end of the result. Currently,
she did take the extra step earlier, but now she's like, okay, I'm relaxed now. Let me do my thing.
Thornton to Thompson. Thompson takes it, flips it to Williams. Williams double teamed by Jackson. Jackson and Phillip there.
You can see Coach Simmons giving her a high five, walking to the other side of the bench and telling her, good job.
You get a sense of a feel of the energy here in the Assembly Center, as I'm getting a little bit of chill bumps, as right now Grambling's on a 14-0 run right now in this second quarter. Coach Simmons giving out the play call to a point guard. Prien to Nunn. Nunn to Jackson. Jackson, Lady Tiger ball movement. Alyssa Phillip, no care in the world. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson flips it, no good. Rebounded by Nunn, goes back up, no good. Rebounded by Jackson, is going to be an over-the-back foul. A lot of movement going on for the Lady Tigers, as the second chance points should be up right now, but they're getting a lot of second chances with those offensive rebounds. The Lady Tigers right now, they're averaging 19.4 offensive rebounds per game. That's first in the SWAC. And if I need to repeat it again, that's first in the SWAC. I'll repeat it another time. That's first in the nation as well. So the hard work is paying off.
It really is. It is. And we have seen this team kind of progress.
Right.
From January to here. And it does look like a little bit of a different team.
Yeah, and
it's
goes
more
to
consistent.
Coach Simmons. She's the type of coach, if she's not necessarily getting production, a consistent production, she's going to try out another player and see which players mesh well with other teammates.
Yeah, what kind of chemistry do the players on the court have? Because some combinations do work better than the others.
Right. Defense chance here in the Assembly Center. Thornton goes up, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. 3 minutes